Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today is the second lesson of A1 level of German language course, and today we are going to cover the topic noun. It's a very important topic in German language, and you will see that as we progress with further topics, this topic of noun and associated articles, this will evolve with the passage of time, and this topic will remain active even if you are in uh, B1 level or B2 level or C1 level, because you will be learning the German nouns in each level of German language course, and you will be coming across this topic. So let's start and see what is noun in German language and why it's so important. And it's relatively difficult topic, but we will follow a step-by-step approach, and this will help you learning this topic very easily. So let's start with noun. So noun in German language is called Nomen, Noman, Nomen. And every time you write a noun in German language, the noun will always start with a capital letter. So irrespective of its position in the sentence, whether it comes on the first place in the sentence, whether it comes at the center of the sentence, or whether it comes at the end of the sentence, the noun will always start with a capital letter. So this is very important in the first point. The second point is that each noun in German language has a gender. So it can be masculine, it can be feminine, or it can be a neuter noun, or it can be a plural noun. So the first three types I have written here: masculine, feminine, neutral, and plural. So I'm pronouncing these words in German language: masculine, feminine, neutral, plural. So the first three types are the singular ones. So the singular noun has three further types, which are masculine, feminine, neutral, and there is one plural. So, and how will you identify that a noun is masculine, feminine, neuter? That will come with the passage of time. We will also go through some of the tips that will help you identify the gender of the noun, so that you can say whether the noun is masculine, feminine, or neuter. But at this particular stage, we have to follow the thumb of the rule, and the thumb of the rule is that whenever you come across any noun, you learn this noun along with its gender or along with its article. So let's see what is an article. Artikel, article in German language. And for every noun, every type of noun, there is one article. There are three types of nouns, and there are four types, and there are four types of articles, one for each type. So if the noun is masculine, the article of noun will be der, D-A-R, der. If the noun is feminine, the article of noun will be die. So if you remember from the first lesson, we learned that this EA in German language will be pronounced like E, a bit longer. So this is D for feminine noun. And if the noun is of type neutral, then the article will be das. If the noun is plural, then the article will be die. So you just remember this for the time being. Don't confuse it with this D and this D. It's same, but we will check what is the difference actually upcoming lessons when we will see these topics, how this topic will evolve. So I have taken one masculine noun, man, man, der man. Man means man. Or Mann, die Frau. Frau is feminine and it means miss or woman. Das Kind, K-I-N-D, Kind. Kind is neutral, therefore its article is das. And next we have plural or plural, and the article of plural in German language is die. So you see that the kind is changed from singular to plural by adding an AR at the end. But that does not mean that every time a singular can be made into plural by adding AR. We will check this topic in detail in the next lessons, how we can make singular plural from the singular. But here I repeat both the steps or both the points. All the nouns in German language will start with the capital letter. The second is all the German nouns have a gender, which can be masculine, feminine, neuter, or plural. And for each type there is one article associated with it. And for masculine noun the article will be der. For feminine noun article will be die. For neutral noun the article will be das. For plural the article will be die. Here kinder means kids, so it's a single kid and kids. So now we come to this part of the lesson, and here you see that article can be further divided into two subsections. One is bestimmter and the second is unbestimmter. So look at the first one. In the first lesson we learned that whenever T will come after S, the sound of S will be it will give a sound like sh. So now bish here, because T is followed by S, so we can see that the sound is bish timter, unbestimmter. These are the German words for definite, indefinite. So bestimmter means definite, unbestimmter means indefinite. So these are two types of articles. Uh, Bestimmter definite, unbestimmter indefinite. Now bestimmter articles are der, die, das, die, same like this. So these are actually the bestimmter articles. But the new thing here is unbestimmter article or indefinite article. So we say a book, a table, a chair, for example. So depending on the gender of the article, gender of the noun, we will use either ein for masculine noun, eine for feminine noun, and ein again for neuter noun. And plural there will be no single because ein is for one or a in a book, a cup of tea, a mobile, for example. So it cannot be plural. So ein for masculine, eine for feminine, and ein for neuter. So these are indefinite articles, these are definite articles. And now I have listed few words so that we increase our vocabulary and see that how these words or nouns can be pronounced. And if you remember from the last section or the last lesson, we learned some tips and tricks to identify, to see when different alphabets in German language are combined, what kind of sound they produce. So here in this video we will also see some of the words that have these combination, and we will see how these are pronounced. So first we start with masculine, and here is der, der, t-i-s-c-h, tisch. So from the previous lesson, if you haven't attended that, I would highly recommend that you go for that lesson first, because we learned some basics, that if we have sh combination in any word, so here we have one word or one noun and it has sh. So if this combination comes, what type of sound it will produce? So here it will produce sh sound. So here it is tisch, der Tisch. Tisch means table. Next we have der Park, P-A-R-K, park. Park is park in English language. Next is der Saft, S-A-F-T, Saft. Saft means juice. Next we have der Stuhl. Now again we see that we have a T after S, and if there is a T after S, the sound of S will be again like sh. So here it will be pronounced as Stuhl. Stuhl means chair. Next we have der Markt. Markt means market. So these are some of the masculine noun. Next we come to the feminine noun. And feminine noun has an article D. So you see that all the feminine articles have the noun D. So we check first H-O-S-A, hose. H-O-S-A, hose. Hose means pant, and hose in German language is a feminine noun, so it has a D article, D hose. Then we have D start. Now this here again you see that the same rule will apply, st. So here will be start, and we learned also in the previous lesson that all the alphabets which are written in the word or in the noun, all of these will be pronounced, so there will be no silent alphabets in any word in German language, and therefore this D and T will be separately pronounced, start. Next we have D Uhr. Uhr is clock, and Uhr is feminine. Next we have D Katze. Katze in German language is feminine. Katze means cat, and it's a feminine noun, therefore it has an article D. Next we have D Jacke. So J is pronounced as yacht, so yacht, a se ka e Jacke, and Jacke mean jacket. Next we have neutral, and the first example is das Auto. Now again, if you remember from the previous lesson, we learned that the sound of a, u or a, u will be like ow, ow. Therefore it's auto. Das Auto, auto mean vehicle or car. Das Buch, B-U-C-H, Buch. Buch means book. Next we have das Hemd, H-A-M-D, Hemd. Hemd mean shirt, the dress shirt is called hemd. Next we have das, ha, a, us, house. Again you see that we have the same combination that we had here, a, u, and it will be au, house. Next we have das, simmer, set, EMMAR, simmer. Simmer means room. Now we go to the plural ones, and we see that what are the examples? Die Leute. If you remember from the previous lesson, and if you have seen that previous lesson, we learned that a, u in German language will pronounce like oe. So here, Leute, die Leute. Then die Leute means people. Next we have die Bücher. Die Bücher. Bücher means books. So it's plural, and you can see that here it was das Buch, die Bücher. So you see the change here, although it's not the topic of today, but just give you a hint. The U is changed to umlaut, and we have added an AR at the end. So there are different ways to how we can make plurals from the singular nouns. We will discuss this in the next lessons. Next we have die Hosen, Hosan, Hosen. We learned here that die Hose. So Hose was, what was Hose? Pant, exactly. And die Hosen. So here pants, and now you see that we have only added one additional n, and it has become plural. So there are different ways how we can make plurals from the singular nouns. Next is die Häuser. Now again we learned here Haus, house, means house, singular one, and these are houses. So it will become die Häuser. So again the A is changed to A with umlaut, and we have added an AR at the end in order to make it plural. Next we have example of die Autos. Here you see that we had das Auto, car or vehicle, and in order to make it the plural of it, we have added one s. Again there are different rules for making plurals from singulars. This is not the topic of today. Today is just to give you an overview of nouns, articles, um, and all type of gender what a noun can have. So I hope this is clear. I quickly recap it. All the nouns in German language will start with a capital letter, irrespective of the noun's position in the sentence. The next is all German nouns have an article. They have a gender, and if the gender is masculine, article will be der. If the gender is feminine, the article will be die. If the gender is neutral, the article will be das. If the noun is plural, then the article will be die. And you have to remember every noun along with the article so that you can memorize there are some tips and tricks. We will cover these in next sections, how you can identify the noun and its gender, but at this particular level you can remember all these words for them, so that you can so that when we use these words or nouns in the next lessons, you have these words in your mind, and we can start from the next lessons. So I hope this is clear to you. It's one more point is that if you are now searching in Google for the articles and nouns, different topics, or you watch different videos on YouTube, uh, there can be a confusing thing that you will see that sometime you have then dan, we haven't covered it yet because it's advanced topic. You might see dem, dam, we haven't covered it because it's again an advanced topic. We will follow a step-by-step approach. So I would recommend you not to confuse with these and do not try to understand what it is at this particular time if you are really new to German language, because this will really confuse you. So you follow the step-by-step approach so that um, we improve our knowledge of German language in a step-by-step way. So if you have any questions, you can put these questions in the comment, and please memorize these nouns, make your notes so that you have this knowledge for the next lesson. So if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do it now, and if you have learned anything new or a lot of things, then just give a thumb up to this video, and looking forward to see you in the next videos. Thank you for watching it. Bye.